biology, sort of different perspectives on that question. So it's not for me to interpret or explain that particular field, nor is it for you to really try to come up with something which incorporates all the different stimulus articles.
Hello, my name is Anis Mibarki and I am from Algeria. I found that the discussion that we had via internet 2 weeks before was really informative, and that it also helps us to see the perspective of the filmmakers of what their purpose in making the film was, and that we can, besides speculating about it, also see what the basis of them was and what the perspectives of the producers were. However, I think something that we could improve is the, for example, software used and the quality of the communication, because there were often cuts we could not really understand what you were saying properly, and the changes from the interlocutors, they were often problematic. So that is my feedback for the session we had with you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pramathu from India. The session was pretty good as we came to know about different perspectives of people outside India, and we could have we interacted with them pretty well and came to know about how they think about the same issue in different kinds of ways. Yeah.
I'm Arpita from India. I thought the session was a good one. It is nice to listen to opinions from all of you there. But it is maybe because it was our first session and our first try. But I felt that we kept going over things that we already knew. It was more of a reaffirmation of things that we already believed in and that we already more or less had a basic consensus on. So maybe if we have a next time, it would be nice, once that we're familiar with the both of us and people from both sides, it would be nice if we could go deeper into the issues that we really want to look into. This time I felt we just touched the surface and left it there, said okay and said bye-bye. So that could be something we could look into next time. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pui from Malaysia. I'd like to thank you guys for having this global classroom. It was really, really exciting, and I thought that although we couldn't really hear each other, but I mean the atmosphere was it was a very positive atmosphere, and we really wanted to share what we had to say. But I suppose we could have worked on the technical aspects of it so that it would have been clearer, and so that probably we could evolve into having a heated debate over the internet.
Okay, hello, my name is Emilio Lianza, and I'm from the United States. I found our internet session to be very fruitful and interesting, although I do have a few qualms with it. Mainly one being that towards the end, I think we kind of set our goals a little bit too high, and mainly that I think one of the questions that was asked was like, how can we make the world a sustainable place and eliminate global warming? And I don't know, I felt sort of like this was a little bit kind of absurd to accomplish, and in the 45-minute session that we had. Although it was good in that it kind of provoked thought, so in that sense it wasn't entirely wasteful. But I also felt like if we could do it again, that maybe now that we've kind of introduced each other and know each other a little bit better, that it would become more like a dialogue session. Whereas I felt the session that we did have was more just like question and answer. Although that wasn't necessarily bad, but I think now there'd be more familiarity and we'd be on better terms. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you guys. Had a really good time doing it.
Hi, I'm Mika from Finland. I'm the first European now here. Yeah, so I found the whole idea of this global classroom really interesting. But just like there's still some technical aspects that we should work on. For example, we can really hear all the time what people were saying, and the picture also could be screened better on the wall or something. So there's some technical aspects, but as an idea, I think it was really good, and sharing ideas I think worked pretty well, and that's the first step. That we can work on build on something on that.
Hello, I'm Julu from India, and my feedback on the session was that it was very fruitful in the sense that diverse opinions and diverse views were raised. Even within our school, we have people from more than 50 countries, so there is some element of diversity here itself, but I believe that the sort of country that you study in influences the way you think and the way you see things. And from that point of view, I think we got the East and the West together talking about what they believe in. And besides that, what was also interesting for me is the fact that we actually got the filmmakers the people who made the movie to come and interact with us. And that opened up a whole new avenue. They were experts on the field and they could actually, give us answers to certain questions. So that's what I found best about this interaction.
Hello, my name is Krista. I'm from Switzerland, and I really found the whole idea really interesting, but also the technical aspect was of course a problem, and also that maybe we didn't have enough time to adapt to each other, and so that there could actually have been a debate. And also what I was thinking about, like at the end of the film, the director, he said that we all feel now a little bit in an uncomfortable spot because of this whole raising awareness thing. And what we actually afterwards talked about was more a little bit like more vague statements, right? It was again like about just raising awareness, but probably we just didn't have enough time to, elaborate it more. But it was, of course, really interesting, and just happy to meet you.
Hello, my name is Breno. I'm from Brazil. I really enjoyed the section. I think that it was pretty useful and pretty interesting to talk to the filmmakers of the movie. That it's something that we studied, that we watch it and analyze it before, so you can have this contact with the filmmaker and to know a little bit more about the intentions or about the real thoughts that they had while doing that movie. It's something pretty interesting that we don't have the opportunity that often. And I also think that the interaction between the classes is something very useful. We couldn't develop this aspect that much, but I think that in the future something that we should do and should try to explore this debate and this contact between the two classes. It was very interesting.